Hey folks, back with another video. Let's dive into what stories got my attention today. Starting with the sad news, earlier today a train derailed in eastern Scotland near Aberdeen, killing 3 people. Now, these numbers are not official or confirmed as of yet. Anyhow, the Scottish Premier, Nicola Sturgeon, described the incident as extremely serious, while Prime Minister Boris Johnson said he was saddened to learn of the very serious incident and his thoughts were with all those affected. Now, my prayers are for those affected as well, and I hope that this has had the minimum casualties. Anyhow, moving on. For nearly 2 years, it seems that 4 key members of the Congress, either individually or collectively, have quietly frozen all major US arms sales to Turkey in a move to pressure Ankara to abandon its Russian built S 400 air defense system. Now, these legislative actions have gone unreported until now. Now, Turkey has also been expelled from the F 35 Joint Strike Fighter program. Personally, I think that the revelation of this news now may have to do with the broader context that is in the Mediterranean Sea, where Greece and Turkey are moving closer to a major conflict. I'm thinking that the US is giving Turkey the warning that the US would pick Greece's side if its actions continue. Now let's just hope that President Recep Erdogan starts to do more diplomacy and less provocation in the coming days. Moving on, it seems that there is an effort to avoid an accidental war in the Washington Beijing conflict. It has been reported that the Chinese military have been told to not fire first shot. While I welcome this decision, which would reduce the risk of a war, I would also hope that the Western side also gets a similar sort of, if not the same sort of policy on their side as well. But one must also keep in mind the complicated alliances and national interest of the periphery countries who might take advantage of the conflict if it turns into a war. Now, I would like that keep the West needs to keep in check any excessive hostile attitudes it might build. But the West, in my opinion, should at this moment concentrate on building alliances and work to expose the tyranny of Xi Jinping on the Chinese people. Moving on, Japan is considering a new strategy vis a vis the Beijing regime and broadly China. Now, in recent times, Japan has been pursuing a decoupling from China strategy. Now, in the past, Tokyo worked with Beijing by concentrating on non contentious areas to build a relationship with it. However, Beijing's recent actions on the Senkaku Islands has brought the contentious issues to the forefront. Beijing has been pushing its advantage on Tokyo in the Senkaku Islands. Now, both sides are ramping up their army, but for how long will the two sides tolerate the tensions? And finally, it seems that Joe Biden has finally picked his VP. It is none other than Kamala Harris, senator from California. Now, while she was on the list of candidates I made a video of in a recent days, I was sure that Joe Biden would pick someone else. In fact, I was very surprised to hear that Joe Biden picked Kamala Harris. Now, with the announcement, the Trump base seems fired up, and President Donald Trump, within minutes of announcement, released an attack ad. The Democratic base seems to be somewhat excited, but the big question I have is, will the VP pick excite the base on election eve or sink his campaign? Write your thoughts in the comments below. That's it for this video. If you like the video, then hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for future updates. I'll see you in the next video.